All right. Dun. All right, let's get this recording. All right, Alexa, off. Thank you. Don't I just love technology? What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday, and it is December 16th. Happy Sunday, December 16th. Super pumped up and excited to be here live and in the flesh, physically, with every single one of you here this evening. I'm so fired up and excited to be back on the 7-figure mentorship call. Man, it has just been an absolute whirlwind so far this year. Really quick in the comments, let me know where you guys are calling in from. City, states, countries, continents, where you guys calling in from. We got Houston on the line. We got Seattle. We got San Antonio, El Paso, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Brooklyn, Fort Worth, Maryland, Chicago, Toronto, Vegas. Let's go. Trinidad, Tobago. Wow. Welcome to tonight's call, you guys. My name is Alex Morton. I'm 29 years old. I'm the executive vice president of what I believe to be the greatest company on planet Earth. And what I can tell you from my own eyes, what I've seen in the last 90 days, what I've heard in the last 90 days, from seeing, 600 people in Chile, thousands and thousands of people in Trinidad a couple days ago. I was in San Jose, Costa Rica a few days ago. 2,200 people, a brand new Chairman 25 today in Quito, Ecuador. It looks like 2,000 people and a brand new Chairman 10. Shout out to Senorita Gabriela for going Chairman 10 over in Quito, Ecuador today. All of these amazing events. All October, I was throughout Europe. I saw amazing events, amazing growth. So I just want to say it is just amazing to be in iMarkets Live here today on December 16th, 2018, as we prepare for the next year. So really quick, let's give some gratitude to the CEO and CFO, the man and the woman responsible for building this company, Mr. Christopher Terry and Isis Stellatore. Give them a 3 in the chat box. Show some love if you love Christopher Terry and Isis Stellatore as much as me. I'll tell you what, these two individuals are doing the right things. They are doing what is necessary to take this company to the next level. I can't share too much information publicly, but there have been some strategic hirings. Let's just say that. There have been some strategic hirings within the corporate side of iMarkets Live. Some individuals that have been responsible for helping build billion-dollar companies, both in the skincare and wellness origin. Is that even a word? Origin, and also the travel industry. So we are doing amazing things. Monica Tapia of 444, the vice president of sales, Mr. Yvonne and Monica Tapia, 444. Amazing individuals. They are currently traveling all over South America. Teams grow and get to the next level. We just had a Mexico City event, several weeks ago. Thousands of people showed up to that event. I mean, it is just on fire right now. iMarkets Live is on fire right now at a global level. I see the volume, right? Like I see all the volume, and the volume, it's looking good. It's going up. It's increasing. Yes, we've had some challenges in 2018, but every exploding company goes through some growing pains, and we are out of those growing pains, and we are now back into something we like to call pre-momentum, because I believe January 1st is going to ignite the flames of this company all over the planet. Let's really quick. Let's give it 222 to Chairman 500s, Jason Brown, Matthew Rosa, David Emanitier, and Chanel Emanitier, Chairman 500s. Good God Almighty, 500K. We all know what that means. Absolutely bonkers, bananas money. But what is so impressive about those individuals is that the more money they make, the more effort and the more love that they're giving back into the teams, back into the organizations, and it has been such a phenomenal blessing to be able to work side by side those four individuals now for almost 2.5 years. I think an absolute phenomenal time. So enough about that. We love all the chairmen, also all the chairman 10s, 25s, 50s, 100s, the people close to chairman 250. You know who you are. We love you, care about you, and we are obviously super, 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 super grateful for every single one of you. Tomorrow, we're actually having a chairman leadership call tomorrow with all of your amazing, amazing field chairman leaders, talking about 2019, talking about all the exciting things we're going to be coming out with very, very soon to help all of you get to where get from where you are to obviously where you want to go. So try to actually the PowerPoint that I shared with 15,000 people last weekend at Eric GoPro Recruiting Mastery. It was a phenomenal event. A lot of you were there. Dr. China, Dr. Jewel, Yvonne and Monica, Jason and Matt, and Julie and Scotty Huss. I mean, Nick Gomez, Johnny Lopez. There were so many amazing leaders there. And for me, I was just so excited to learn from people, like a Jeff Roberti, who has earned now, I think, over $150 million in commission. So you guys know the deal. When I speak, when I train, when things come out of my mouth, these are not sets, techniques, skill sets that I have used to earn over $15 million in commissions in this profession. I don't teach anything that I do not use and that I do not practice on a day-to-day basis. So again, happy Sunday, happy seven-figure mentorship call. I get you guys once a week, so I'm going to speak freely tonight. I'm going to tell you the truth tonight, and I hope you're taking notes. For the next 35, 40 minutes, act as if I am sitting across from you at a coffee table. If it was just me and you at that coffee table and you could get insight to over $15 million in straight cash money, would you be on Instagram? Would you be on chat? Would you be on Facebook? With somebody like a Christopher Terry, like an Eric Worre, like a Grant Cardone, like a Nick Sarnicola, right? So someone lives in Miami in my backyard. He's made over $65 million. When I go visit with them, I have a notebook. I have a pen out. So again, I'm not asking you to do anything that I first don't already do, and I continually do every single day. So let's go ahead and share this screen right quick. And here we go. So I can't see. Wait, that's me, right? No, that's somebody else. Is that me? No, that's somebody else. Can y'all see me? Oh man, this is where it gets kind of annoying. Here we go. Where's the chat box? Right. Okay. Awesome, guys. So here we go. If for some reason y'all can't, they're saying they're writing me. Let me see. Chat. One sec. Got a new computer over here, and they. You. Yes, we can see you. Connection is kind of poor, in and out, but it's all right. Okay, we're good. Oh, we got Julian Cushon on the call. What's good, bro? Hey, all right. Here we go, guys. So, the first thing I want to talk about is one second. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, look at that. Wow. Look at that. I didn't even know that was. All right. Here we go. So, number one, mindset, spiritually, really starting to think about the things that you need to be doing on a day-to-day plan. Now, when I built this PowerPoint out a few weeks ago, I really sat down by myself and I said, all right, the last 9 years, what are the most important things that I've learned? What are the most important things that I've gathered from very successful, individuals that has allowed me to have tremendous success inside of this profession? So number one, what you got to understand is that you don't have to know how you're going to go to the top. You don't have to know how you're gonna make enough money to get your dream car. You don't have to know how you're going to make enough money to retire mom and dad. You don't have to know how you're going to go chairman 10 inside of our company, and then so on and so forth. All you have to do is you have to know. And when I say you have to know deep down. Like, you have to know deep down in your heart and your spirit. When you go to bed at night, you have to be able to lay there with your eyes shut and say, you know what? I just know that what I'm is right. I know that what I'm doing is what I'm meant to be doing. I am fulfilling my purpose. I belong in this profession. I know I'm a champion. I know I'm great. You just have to know deep down that, hey, I can do this 150 million%. So when I was 21 years old and I got started in this industry, I'll tell you what, it took me a little bit of time to get to the point where I had, unwavering, self-confidence that I could actually go to the top and I could actually, make a million before I was 25 years old. So if you're on this call and you're P150, you're P600, you're P1000, maybe you're Chairman 50. We all still struggle with this idea of massive self-belief and self-confidence. But what I'm letting you know right now, you don't have to have the exact blueprint. You don't have to have the exact roadmap. You don't have to have every single thing step by step by step by step by step to six figures. You just got to know that like when I said I know for a fact I am going to do this, I am going to build this sucker, I am going to be a professional in this industry. When I was saying those things, it was already a wrap. All right. So let's talk about goals here for a second. All right. Goals are for people, guess what? Going places. Now, I never did that well in school. I had a 2.8 GPA. I had a 2.9, GPA. I applied to Indiana University. They said no. I applied to Oklahoma. They put me on a wait list. I applied to Arizona State. They let me in. So my point is that I never got great grades in school, and I never was the greatest athlete. Although I became captain of the football team and all these cool things. Blah 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 blah. What I'm telling you is that I thought this is my paradigm on goals. I believe this is what I believe. I believe that goals were for only people going places. Does that make sense? I thought smart people. I thought goals were for the kids that came from $50 million homes. I thought goals were for the kids that were going to go to Yale and Harvard and Princeton and blah 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 blah. So I didn't know even what goals really were. But what I'm telling you is that goals are for people. Guess what? Going places. Now, there are actually three types of goals. Now, I tend to talk kind of fast. I'm going to attempt to slow it down a little bit so you guys can capture this information. One little, tip, what I used to do and what I still do. And whenever I'm with somebody that makes more money than me, I record what they're saying. I'm going to say that again. Whenever I'm physically with anyone that makes more money than me, I record what they say. Why? Because they make more money than me. I didn't say they're better than me. I said they make more money than me. All right. So hopefully half of you on the call, okay, on the Zoom call, we got, over almost 1,000 people live, and we got an Instagram live going on over here for some of the people that are international that their Zoom links aren't working right now. So what I'm telling you is that hopefully your voice recording this. Hopefully you are taping this. Hopefully you are gathering and capturing this information. So there's three types of goal. The first type of goal is something called an A-type goal. All right. An A-type goal is something that we already know how to do. All right. It's something that we already know how to do. So a lot of people set goals here. Like you say, well, I want to go platinum 600, right? I desire to be platinum 600. Okay. So that's what you said. But if you know exactly how to get there, you know exactly how many customers you need, really a goal that's going to cause you to be creative. That's not a goal that's going to cause you to stretch at all. It's just not. So you want to go to the next level. Now the next level is something called a B-type goal. Now a B-type goal is honestly where a lot of chairmans are. This is where a lot of six-figure income earners are. The B-type goals. I made $1 million in this industry, and I was actually still kind of in a B-type goal. This is something that we think we can do. All right. This is something that we think we can do. So this is something that you say, well, if Danilo does this amount of volume, if Julian does this much volume, and if Isis does this much volume, and Christopher does this much volume, if all those things happen, I think I can accomplish my goal. Now, this isn't a bad place to be. I believe you can go chairman 10 here. I believe you can go chairman 25 here. Hell, I made $1 million at B-type goal, so I believe you can go probably chairman 100 here. However, you've got to get to the C-type goal. Now, the C-type goal is what my mentor told me I got to get to when I met with him. And this is what he said. He said, listen, Alex, people don't make $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month because they want to. They make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and $100,000 a month because they don't a week or 5,000 a week or $10,000 a week. As a human being, we're always looking for ways to grow and express ourselves. And one of those ways is through financial abundance. So he said, you got to get to a C-type goal. Now, a C-type goal is something that you may not know how to do. A C-type goal, you may not have the clear-cut blueprint. However, a C-type goal causes imagination. It causes you to get creative. It causes you to work your face off to bring you the good in which you desire. A C-type goal is what we really want. So obviously December 16th, it's almost January 1st, right? I got to ask you guys, what do you really want with your business in 2019? All right, this is a business focused call. This is a mentorship call. I can all of you make $1 million a year. Why? Because you're capable of making $1 million. All right, you're capable of making $1 million a year. So what do you really want? What do you really desire? And when I ask you this question, I'm not asking you, hey, what does your mama, what does your dad want? What does your team want? I'm not asking you what your team wants. I'm asking what you want to earn and to have and to become in 2019. That is what you've got to start thinking about. Okay. Now this slide right here, we've seen this a million times. If you're brand new to the company, you're going to see this at every large event. You're going to have, Ivan Tapia, David Emaniti, everybody go on stage and talk about goals. And this, we were taught up in this industry when, none of us were really making a lot of money. And when you write down your goal, something magical happens. Now, let me try to explain this the best way I can. Okay. When you use your senses, right? God gave us our senses. Now, just really quick, hit 555 in the chat box and let's just give God some glory tonight. Let's give God some glory tonight. Hit 555 in the chat box. Let's give God some glory tonight. I love it. I can tell you what, for those of you that are new on this call, man, I always prayed. I always prayed and I was always close to God growing up. But man, when I came into this company, X with my relationship with God, and I just feel so at peace. And I think a lot of that has to do with good because I know we're genuinely helping people this time around inside of this company. So you can feel good about being a part of this amazing family. So what is your goal? What you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is you want to write down your goal. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. All right. You want to have a goal card. I got goal cards all over all over my room over there. All right. You want to write down your goal card and you want to write it down and say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. And then you want to write down your goal. And when you write down your goal, you want to put it down in present tense. I can tell you that when I found out this activity, when I found this way to attract what I want, and what happens is you use your senses. So when I physically write down my goal, I got a pen, I've got a paper, right? So when I write it down, I'm touching it. When I write it down, I'm seeing my goal. When I'm writing it down, I'm speaking my goal. So I'm speaking it as well as I'm hearing it. When I'm writing my goal, I'm smelling it, right? So I'm using all of my senses when I write down my goal. Now, and remember, God gave us these senses to be able to better attract what we want. It's very, very simple. This stuff is not taught in school, but it's taught right here on the 7-figure mentorship call. So again, what is your right now in present tense? You guys can do that tonight. And it costs you absolutely nothing. All right. So here we go. What do you believe about you? All right. What do you believe about you? Now, this is now going into the spiritual side of success. Now, a lot of you watch David Emaniti's Millionaire Mastery calls. I believe that he's one of the greatest. I don't believe it. It's a fact. He's one of the greatest trainers in our profession, 1,000,000%. When he speaks, I actually record every time he speaks because he knows what he's talking about. All right. And this is what he talks about. He talks about the self-image. What do you believe about you? Now, a lot of you on this call are probably young. A lot of you on this call probably go home and you have people in your life that think you're crazy for probably listening to me tonight. All right. Or you got people in your life that think you're nuts for being an entrepreneur. They think you're nuts for being in this company. They think you're, quote, wasting your time. They think you're, quote, go get a real job. All of the nonsense, for lack of completely other two letters, complete, just complete nonsense. All right. Most people don't know what they're talking about. It's pretty cut and dry. Most people in my family love them to death. They don't know what they're talking about. when it comes to making money. It doesn't mean they're bad people. It just means they don't know what they're talking about when it comes to making money. So I ask you, what do you think about you? And what I mean by that is, do you see yourself as some 22-year-old kid walking around downtown Miami? Do you see yourself as some broke college student, in a major, trying to get by, delivering pizzas, trying to this, trying to do that? Jason Brown and Matthew Rosa, or Jason Brown for sure. I don't know what Matt was doing. I don't even know if it was legal to make money back then. He's probably on this call right now, but it is what it is. Jason was delivering Chinese food and pizza 3 years ago, like 6-7 months prior to me talking to him, or him talking to me about this company. He was delivering pizza and sushi and Chinese food to people, and he just got approved for, like, I don't even know what the heck it is, a several $1 million condo in Miami on the water. So he opens his door, and it's like the ocean, it's the sand, and it's the water. So he had a high something called a self-image. I want to talk about this self-image, but we got to talk about you. Remember, once you understand you and you become aware of you, listen, this is not hard to build this business, right? People need to make money on their phone. People need to trade Forex. People need to get educated on the largest financial market on planet Earth. This isn't, we're not selling packets of protein, that has an absorption rate of 6% into the blood. We're teaching people how to create financial abundance from the device that they touch all day long. They freaking lick the screen on their iPhone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And all we're doing is saying, hey, instead of licking the screen with your tongue and getting it all sloppy like a dog, we're teaching you how to make money on your cell phone. Okay, so here's the deal. How you see yourself is how the world sees you. One more time. How you see yourself is how the world sees you. What does that mean? That means however you see yourself is how the world's going to see you. So I'll be honest, I still do perfect, right? Juan Diego Jimenez isn't perfect. These chairman 50s and chairman 100s and chairman 500s, nobody's perfect. We all deal with stuff. We all deal with doubt. We all deal with situations that cause us to be like, dang, I don't even know if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. That's okay. But we got to work on it as much as possible. So how you see yourself is how the world is going to see you. When I came into Evan at the time, and I'm over here, he's saying, you're going to be vice president of sales of my home company. You're going to be leading, you're going to be doing the deal. And there's going to be people, older than you. Some of them have had more experience than you in this industry. They're older than you. Some of them could be your parents. And I'm going to make you, the VP of sales of the company. And there was part of me where I'm like, dude, I'm 20 years younger than some of these people. Okay, I'm going to see myself as the leader I need to become. I'm going to see myself as the leader I know I've got to be to do what is necessary to get this device and these products and services to the world in as many countries as physically humanly possible in the shortest amount of time. So what I'm telling you is everybody deals with self-doubt. I don't care how cool or how good looking or how amazing these people are, right? The Brandon Boyds of the world, right? The people that look like everything is just picture perfect all the time. The Lawrence and Tamara Youngs and, all these amazing people. What I'm telling you is that everybody deals with the doo-doo sometimes, okay? But you've got to build that self-image. You've got to see yourself as a person you've got to become, all right, to attract the people you need into your life to get to the next level, okay? So moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, people will be afraid to not follow. This is so big. People will be afraid to not follow you when they know where you are going. People will be afraid to not follow you when they know where you are going. So this now taps in to belief. This now taps into having absolute certainty. Tony Robbins talks about absolute certainty. He talks about diminishing a plan B, diminishing a safety net, diminishing any type of reserve, any type of event that is in the back that's going to keep you from fulfilling your destiny and going to the moon and back and having success in your life and traveling the world and doing everything you wish to do with the one life you got. People will be afraid to not follow you when they know where you are going. You have to have certainty. You have to have confidence. You have to have unwavering belief. You look at the best. I love studying sports, right? I just love studying sports because I just love sports. And there's so many leadership lessons in sports. And you look at these, the best players, the LeBron James of the world, the Tom Brady's of the world. My Cowboys got smacked today, but the Ezekiel Elliott's of the world. Kyler Heisman Trophy. He had to Baker Mayfield, who won the Heisman Trophy last year. Everyone's like, yeah, Kyler's never going to live up to Baker. Kid's a baseball player. He's not a quarterback, blah, 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 blah. And now they're saying if he wanted to go play in the NFL, he'd be a first-round draft pick, So even when the world says you're nuts, says you're crazy, tells you it's a scam, tells you you're wasting your time, if you believe in you and you know where you're going, guess what will happen? You will attract the people you need into your life to take your life to the next level, okay? To take your life to the next level. So this is big right here, and this goes really for everybody, including myself. I know for a fact that the majority of the chairmen in this company are making the most money they made next month, including myself being inside of this company. And this is just something that we got to continually work on, especially with new money. If it's your first time making $1,000 a month or $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month, this thing called ego starts to happen. And it's a natural thing. It's difficult sometimes when everyone's telling you how great you are, right? And I dealt with this ego situation in my first company. I was 21 years old, and by 22, I was flying around with the CEO on his private jet. I had a $45,000 diamond watch on my wrist. I had a $116,000 BMW in my driveway. I was living in $1 million penthouse in Scottsdale, Arizona. I could basically access and get whatever I want, whenever I wanted. By 24 years, I made my first $1 million in the profession. We had a billboard on the side of the Phoenix Suns NBA arena. This is no joke. On the NBA arena, I was in all these magazines and publications and all this stuff, and it got to my head and it got to my heart, and I developed something called an ego. And now I'm not afraid to talk about it because it's a learning process. There's been people in this company that have made a lot of money. They developed an ego, and then they got rid of their ego, and it's okay, right? It's a natural process. It's called new money syndrome, right? When you're making money for the first time, you're like, yo, I'm walking on water, I'm flying at night, I'm Batman, I'm Robin, I'm Iron Man all in one. I'm Wonder Woman, right? I can just do whatever I want. But this is what I learned. This is what I learned. Ego, and I didn't make this up. I don't know who said it, but somebody said it. Whoever said it's really smart. Ego, EGO, stands for etching God out. Etching God out. Now, when I was ego maniac in my first company, even though I made a ton of money, the whole thing, it basically crashed and burned and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter now. But the point is that when you operate out of humility, everybody say humility, right? You can't repeat to me, but you get the point. When you say humility and you operate out of humility and you focus on celebrating other people, you focus on not taking credit. If you're a market leader in Atlanta, Georgia, or Rhode Island, or Connecticut, or Arizona, or LA, or Trinidad, or London, or Johannesburg, South Africa, or Lagos, Nigeria, anywhere you are, what you want to do as the leader, you want to shine the light on your front line, on your P600s and P1000s and P2000s and the people that are in the field that are producing alongside of you, because people will only grow into what they believe they can grow into. That's why people hit an income level and then they stop. Okay, they either get comfortable and they get lazy, or they believe, okay, I made it, I'm straight, I'm good, let's rock and roll. Okay, so you as the leader, when you operate out of humility and make everybody else the star, make everybody else make everybody else the deal. Like when I just went to Costa Rica, I talked about Carolina Cruz and Asdrubal, right? Chairman 10. I talked about Mario Saborio, Chairman 25. I talked about brand new Chairman 25, Oscar Monje. Who else was over there? I talked about brand new Chairman 10, Esteban Rodriguez. Obviously, Chairman 50, almost Chairman 100, this close. Let's go. Juan Diego Jimenez, brand new Chairman 25, Danilo Delgado. Alan Badilla wasn't there, but Chairman 100, Alan Badilla, right? I'm talking about the leaders in the market. I'm not walking up in there saying, I built Costa Rica. I'm not walking up in Nigeria. I built Nigeria. Or I'm not walking in Miami. Well, because of me, there's 5,000 people in Miami, Florida, right? That's called ego, right? You have to be humble. You have to be humble. And what happened, and I'm sharing with you guys this tonight because I just want you guys to really understand how important this really is that if you're not humble, God will humble you, right? I made $1.6 million in my first company. And, 2 years later, after exiting that company, I had less than $100,000 in my savings account. It was actually way less than that. And I gained like 35 pounds. I was fat. I was getting stupid, right? It was just bad news bears. I remember crying myself, questioning myself, like, man, am I going to be known for what I did in 2012 and 13 for the rest of my life? Like, is that what they're going to say about me in 20 years, about how, when this kid was 22, he made a little bit of money and helped some people? I'm like, damn, that was scary to me. So I made a decision when I entered into this company of iMarkets Live. I made a decision that I was never going to operate with ego. I was never going to take credit. I was never going to act a certain type of way. I was never going to, try to turn it into some dictator. Said, you know what? I'm just gonna operate with humility, and I'm gonna work extremely hard. You guys should take what I just said and use that in your own. It's two things: operate with humility, work extremely hard. Operate with humility, work extremely hard. Alex, what should I do? Well, I should operate with humility, and I should work extremely hard. Okay, and when you do that, you'll attract people. Like, I'm so proud of, I could talk about so many of the leaders in this company, but, somebody like Darwin Lopez. When I met Darwin Lopez, I met him in Dallas, Texas 2 years ago. He walks up to me. I thought he was going to try to like swing at me. Like, he was an angry dude. And he was just pissed off about this, that, and the other. And you could tell he had this chip on the shoulder, and he had, and throughout the last 2 years, he's basically grown from, I don't know what you call it, a kid on the streets, to now a polished, amazing, chairman 50 leader in our company. We're talking today. I'm going to go do an El Paso event with him. You can see the transformation people have made in this company. And as you transform, your income goes up. It just makes so much sense. As you transform, your income will increase. That's it. So EGO, etching God out. Don't do that. Be humble. And that could be the most important thing I talk about on this entire presentation, because with that is everything. With that, you will attract the people that you need, right? Right, we're almost done here. Decision. This is really the starting point of all achievement and all success, right? We all burning the air is the starting point of all achievement. However, a decision, like when you really decide that you're living the way you're living, you're done. You're going to start running. You're going to really start to go talk to more people. You're going to really start to work hard. You're going to really start to do more events. And it's very simple. And I don't mean to be, overstep my words or be mean to people. But if your business is in the decline, when's the last time you did an event? Honestly, my business is going backwards. Okay, what if you're a chairman and flew to a market and did an event? Well, there's no there. Okay, those are the things you're saying. If you went out there and got into the field and did one-on-ones and one-on-ones and two-on-ones and small group meetings, right? And then it would go into a bigger market and a bigger market and a bigger market. We just did an event in Costa Rica, not San Jose, a brand new market called Guanacaste. The reason why I'm talking about Costa Rica, I was there 48 hours ago, so it's in the front of my mind. This team, it was a 1P1000 leader. 1P1000 leader put like 600 people in the dang soccer arena. In the friggin' soccer arena stadium 3 nights ago, right? It's one person. And he talked to me. His name's Javier. It's 3 guys: Javier, Mafe, and Esteban. And then we grew into a bigger room. And then we grew into a bigger salon. And then we grew to a small hotel. Then we grew to a big hotel. Now we're in a soccer stadium. And in 6 months from now, they'll put 2,000 people in a damn room. Why? Because they're doing what's necessary. Some of you have gotten so big, P2000s, P5000s, right? You've gotten so big in your own head, you think you're too big to do the little things. I did a one-on-one today on Zoom call off of Facebook Messenger. I do one-on-ones. I meet people for lunch in Miami. Like, I'm not or to all this crap, all this edificate, not crap, but all this, number one millennial, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't let any of that get to me internally, because I remember sleeping on floors for 4 years in my first company. I remember eating ramen noodles with the little powder packet. We took the powder out and it said chicken flavor. And you're like, this is chicken flavor. It looks like a bunch of salt and pepper. You dump it on these rubber noodles. You stick it in the microwave. You close it. I remember doing that at Texas State. I remember doing that at Ohio State. I remember doing that at University of Arizona. I remember doing that Schaumburg, Illinois. I mean, I'm telling you, like, I remember all of those things, okay? So I don't let this the way I treat people in my work ethic. If you just work you attract the people into your life. And some of you say, man, this is really harsh tonight. Well, it's time to get serious. Why? It's almost 2019. And if you don't change your habits and your daily method of operations, right, you're not going to attract the people you need. And then you're going to start blaming, and then you're going to be out the back door, and then you'll be replaced because there's, 8 billion people on earth. So if you don't want to make it happen, we'll just go ahead and find somebody that does. It's not personal. It's actually just business. All right. So decisions shape destiny. You got to decide. I've decided. I'm writing down goals. I'm fired up about 2019. I'm excited about 2019. I was on the phone with Dr. China. Shout out of this as well for like 45 minutes yesterday in an Uber call. Not Uber call. I was in an Uber and we were on a call, right? And we were talking and we were game planning. We're fired up about this, that, and the other. The Women Who Win Worldwide event, the event in Atlanta, the event in Miami, January 5th. Just so much stuff going on right now. And it's like when somebody's going to the next level because they're fired up, they're excited, and they have passion. They're fired up, they're excited, they have passion, and they're out playing and they're working. Right? So energy creates everything. All right. How long have we been on this call now? 40 minutes. All right. We keep going here. Energy creates everything. Okay. Energy creates everything. You guys know that energy creates success. And if you look at the people who are growing in this company, they have amazing energy all the time. They're just excited all the time. And, some people say, well, I don't like to get excited. I don't like these things because, it's just it's like motivational. I don't like listening to motivational speakers. I don't like listening to, TD Jakes or Les Brown because they're yelling at me. And I don't like the way, Grant Cardone talks. And, I don't like Alex because he just yells and makes us yell on stage. And, I don't like these things. ATA makes you jump up and down and scream your goals because there's scientific evidence that you have a better chance of accomplishing what you want with your life. Does that make sense? It's not just because it looks good on social media, although it does. We do that because it works and we've got results. Jason Brown and Matthew Rosa have now made millions of dollars. I know we're live over here on this Instagram, so I got to say results. Results vary based on individual effort. Results vary based on customer acquisition. We don't guarantee, as a company, we don't guarantee any income. It is what it is, right? But energy creates everything. Energy creates success. Just be excited, be fired up every single day, and you will attract the people in your life that you need. And we're not going to be yelling this right now because, we can't be yelling that because we're on a Zoom call. So, guys, I'm just fired up and excited, man. I just want to say, I want to take some time out. It's December 16th. Wow, Christmas isn't wow. Christmas is in like a week. So, happy early Christmas. I guess also for me, I did Hanukkah too. So, for all you guys that do Hanukkah, maybe like 4 of you, happy Hanukkah as well. Kwanzaa, right? Happy Kwanzaa or Merry Christmas. I just love it all, man. We all get together with our family and, we give thanks to God, whoever that God may be. It's all the same God, right? So we just give thanks to God and we thank Secretary for getting this vision that's changing a lot, all over. So what I can say, ladies and gentlemen, is that just decide that you have what it takes. You already know you're a champion. You already know you're great, but you got to get into daily habits. It's not just enough to post on Facebook. It's not just enough to do Instagram. It's not just enough to do, I do one Zoom call a week. I do one weekly event at the community center. I'm just being real with you. Like a 7-figure mentorship call. I'm not here just to blow smoke, up your kazoo, right? And say, okay, everyone's going to get rich. Everyone's going to be successful. They're not. I was watching an interview earlier today with somebody that I'm like 50-50 with, a guy named Ty, who's an internet guy. And he was talking about he's like, people say everybody's a winner. And he said, you know what? I disagree. He said there are winners and there are losers. Now, I believe that there are winners and there are people that have not yet figured out how to win. I don't believe there are losers. Because if you would have saw Alex at 21, you would have been like, yeah, dude, he's probably probably a loser. He's probably not gonna make money because he gets drunk every night and he's an idiot. So there's that, right? But this is a good incantation you guys can use, right? I will believe, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I will defy the odds. I'm a force of many success. I will work until I will work until I achieve my dream. Step up, step up, step up. I am a champion. All right. This is something that you guys can take a picture of right now, and you can, get fired up. Get fired up with this thing every single morning. So, guys, I'm excited. I'm fired up and pumped up. I appreciate every single one of you. Only thing I ask you guys to do, let's go out there and show the social media world, right? Social media world that we are about to do some amazing things. So on my Facebook page, I'm gonna type a status right now. I'm gonna go type a status right now. Go on there, like it, comment, and night. The whole industry right now is on Facebook, endlessly, mindlessly scrolling. Here we go. I'm writing Reva. I'm saying Issa Revolution exclamation. And it is now posted on my Facebook status. So let's go show the world that, we're out here working December. People taking breaks, people making excuses. And what are we doing? Well, we're out here working, we're grinding, we're fired up, and we're excited. They want to see this slide one more time. Man, y'all are awesome. Okay, just because you guys want me to do it, I'm going to put it up right there. All right? There it is. There she blows. So take a picture. I'm taking it off in 5, 4. A picture. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop sharing. All right. So, guys, I want to say I love you. I appreciate you. Really quick on my personal schedule. I'm still working on January, but I don't have the dates yet. But Atlanta, Georgia, for the Beyond event. You guys got to get to that event. The Beyond event in Atlanta, Georgia. I forget the stinking dates already. I think it's January 17 and 18. I think it's 17, 18, 19 in there. You got to get to Atlanta, Georgia. I'll be there. I will be there. I might be there, but that's going to be an amazing event. I believe Christopher Terry himself will be there. Absolutely freaking incredible. Dr. China will be there as well. I believe Isis Delatorre will be there as well. Unbelievable event. January 5th, the Best of Both Worlds, hosted by Jason Brown and Matthew Rosa. I plan on being at that event in Miami, January 5th. And then throughout January, we're going to make El Paso, Texas happen. We're going to make LA happen, California. We're going to make Scottsdale, Arizona happen. And then New York City will either be end of January or early February. So I'm going to be doing home events in these streets every single week and doing what I do. So, guys, I want to say I'm grateful for every single one of you. I honest to God, love you guys so much. And I'm so privileged and honored to be a part of this company. So you guys have a great night. I love you. Happy early Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and you guys have a great evening. Stay blessed, be positive, and work hard towards your dreams. Bye for now.